Hello to the collective. I'm not sure if anybody is really going to really listen to this. I really wasn't even going to record my voice or do this, but something just told me, just say your part when it comes to this. I want to talk about disorders and narcissists, sociopaths, and personality B disorders, which have a similarity. Oh, disorders have a similarity with them. But I'm noticing as we are going through, or people are going through, like the spiritual awakening, I'm noticing more and more frequently that the chosen ones are actually going through more tests, and it's getting harder and harder and harder. And I think it's because it's preparing us for what our purpose is. But what I want to say is this. I'm gonna start actually doing more videos on narcissists and sociopaths because, and I don't know why there's so many, but I feel like it's starting to be more. It's starting to become like overwhelming with the amount of narcissists that are in this world. And sometimes, matter of fact, not everybody's a narcissist. Some people have narcissistic traits, and they are heavy with narcissistic traits from the trauma that they've been through in their life. But what I will say is this. When you're dealing with narcissists and sociopaths, and even people with personality B disorders, there's one thing I really distinctively know that they do. And in every single one of them that I've known, um, they all, like, if, okay, say you break up with an individual, you call it off, you don't want to deal with them anymore, and, you have an argument or something to that nature, and you stop speaking. What narcissists is, these three specific disorders, what they do is they like to bring back in the person that they're preying on. They want that person to trust them again. And it's only with the intention of hurting this individual. When you are dealing with these type of people, it's like a game to them constantly. It's like you're always going to be a part of a game. Like in their mind, the world is a game. So when you're dealing with people with disorders, you have to understand this is the way that they think. Every single thing is a game. Everything that is set up for you is a game. They use so many techniques. It's like baiting. Um, they just like do a lot of different tricks. It's crazy. But as far as with them, like dealing with these people, if you get away from one or get away from them, stay away from them. Stay away, because if not, you will be like a yo-yo going back and forth, back and forth. And what happens is they escalate with the abuse. So after they drop you, after they discard you, or you discard them, or whatever, like you break up or whatever, and they feel slighted at all, they're going to, every single time you take this individual back, they will up the mental abuse more and more and more. And not only just mental, some do physical abuse. But what I will say is this too: a lot of these people with disorders have gone through traumatic childhoods, and they don't go to the doctor. They don't talk about any of their issues as they were growing up. everybody feels like narcissists and sociopaths and personality B disorder people, they were born this way. No, I don't believe that at all. I believe that they learned this disorder, like they picked up on it and their mind becomes like this. I know I might sound crazy because I think a lot of people feel like once you're a narcissist, you can't go back. I don't believe that. I really don't. But that's my personal belief. I feel as if they can heal, but it takes a lot for them. Like certain narcissists, if God or divine or main source is trying to break the person down and get them out of their ways, they will go through something so traumatic in their life, but it's to the point where this is like they go through so much trauma just so that they're broken down, so that they can actually see themselves. Now, so what one of the things I just really came on and I wanted to say is that I notice, you know, when I spot a narcissist or a sociopath, I don't like to say it to them or anything. But what I try to do is I try to understand them. I try to understand their life. I try to understand what they've been through. And I noticed before I used to just attack narcissists. I can't stand them, this, that, and the other. Um, because I've been through things with them before. But at the same time, I start to want to understand them because I know that I grew up around some. So in saying that, when you grow up around some, you try to understand, or like I started to see it as I want to understand them because they're people too. And with the groups and like the community, people, when they hear someone is a narcissistic, it's an automatic rejection of the individual. And these people have to live in a way where they're never able to fit into the world. And I understand that part because when you go through a spiritual awakening, you start to feel a lot of those things where you're ostracized, nobody wants to mess with you because you're different, or you act weird, or you don't really want to mess with people. So because you are changing. But I started to look at, narcissists and sociopaths, and start to want to understand their their childhood, understand what they've been through, and it can be hard to heal them, very hard. But if you have the ability to stick with them through a lot of whatever it is that they're going through, some will understand. But one of the things too, if you're dealing with them, you have to understand that they take everything that you do as an attack, and they will attack you back. So if you're not thick skinned, or you don't have um it's like if you're not a strong individual, you will not make it through with these people. Like I know one I already know narcissists. And a lot of them don't even know, they'll call everybody else a narcissist. And if you look at everything that a narcissist does, some of them don't even realize that they are one. They're just like, oh yeah, I was with a narcissist, but they're a narcissist. I know someone who's a full-fledged narcissist, and the reason why I know too is because every single every single point of what they are said to do, this person does. Like there's a and the females are a little harder to spot than the males, but the females, oh, they're the thinkers. Oh, they are the thinkers, boy. They will set your ass up so lovely. to damage your whole entire life. They will strategically plan out things in a way where you will be set up for failure. But, I just had to come online and say this. I don't know if a lot of people are going to listen to this, but I have constantly, since my spiritual awakening has started, I have constantly been going through these narcissistic people planting and plotting and trying to just fuck you up in the game. And ever since I started going through my divorce, ever since, I've dealt with narcissist after sociopath, and they don't have a heart. So the thing is this, I just came on and I wanted to just warn y'all, once you're discarded, stay away, because you will be targeted repeatedly and it will not stop. It will become an ongoing escalation of attacks. Unless you are like a psychologist, therapist, or something to that nature, and you know what you're doing with them, I would just say stay away. But one thing I will say for any of the spiritual chosen ones out here, one thing that narcissists do not realize, the sociopaths do not realize, when you fuck with a chosen one, and yeah, I'm cursing. If you fuck with us, and see, this is after a spiritual awakening, they don't understand what type of team you got. They might have a team of people, but I've noticed and I've witnessed this myself. The spiritual team that you have behind you, chosen people, they don't understand that. That is what they're not understanding. Because when you fuck with a chosen one, because we bring luck to people, we change people's lives, we heal people. And I've seen this. Everybody's life that I touch, that I'm a part of, they either get money, they're healed, and then what happens is they become obsessed with me, which is crazy. But it's because of your energy, because you bring healing into people's lives. But what they don't understand is, because we're not the type to attack people, because we just let things be, that's when they get karma quicker. And I've noticed that. So anyway, I hope y'all listening. I will be doing more of these videos. And anyway, namaste. Good night.